Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to make this video because for this one I am actually changing out the oil pan gasket. There's the oil pan. I looked up a few videos. To me, they were helpful but misleading. And all the other videos, they say you do not have to drop this K member, and I agree with them, but half of it's true. Because in the other videos, this space here, they usually just drop it maybe about that much. And what to do it, I mean, you'll see it in other videos, but of course the sway bar bushings where the coil springs go, and the nuts are right up in here on each side. Down here, I don't know if you can see it, but you have two more bolts to remove, and that's for each side. Let me see. Those are the main ones holding everything on. You do have to support the engine. This is the way I did it, just right in front, because you do have to lift it, but you got to be careful not to break or crush anything there at the firewall. So I just put a few bolts and some existing holes, got the chain, and lifted it. Now, the way I did it, I used a transmission jack. I put it in the middle of the K member. I didn't disconnect any of the steering, except for the steering intermediate shaft from the rack and pinion, because you do need to be able to drop it. So I used a transmission jack to support the K member. Okay, I probably should have said this first, but every time I would take off the sway bar bushings, the spring would extend too far, and I thought it was going to pop out, which I didn't feel safe with. Of course, remove your shock here. So you see, I just wrapped it with the simple strap, ratcheted wherever I can to make it secure, and that way I felt a lot safer. I know I'm not worried about the caliper hanging because it's only aluminum. It's not 20 pounds of cast iron. But let me see. In the other videos, they say you don't have to drop the K member because all you need is to drop a little bit and then squeeze out slide out the gasket, but you have to remove the entire pan because in the front you have the timing cover, and of course right there in that area you got to put a dab of silicone on each side, and of course you need to be able to clean the block and the aluminum. So yes, you do have to remove the oil pan. You do have to drop the K members only so far down to get to everything, because even when you drop it, and if you think you don't have to drop it anymore, you still do, because your oil pan is only going to drop to like maybe about right here, and then of course you have all this space to go, so you have to remove drop the K member just enough to wiggle out the oil pan. Now over here, I put the jack there because then if I did it, because right now I was supporting it. Yes, I have the transmission jack, but that's for the front. This is for the rear. If I didn't have this here, everything would pretty much go like this, and it'll be a bitch, or it'll be very difficult to align everything. Like I said, here's the intermediate shaft, or there's the rack and pin, and here's the intermediate shaft. Of course, I marked it so it goes back on, which is going to go back on the right way, because it already has that groove there, but make it easier. Of course, the motor mounts, just that one bolt on each side. Where are you at? Right there. But that's pretty much it about this video. I know a lot of you can do the work, but what I wanted to put my 2 cents in was that you have to support the K member. You don't have to drop it all the way, but at least support it. Use a jack in the front, a jack in the rear, and move a little at a time, because and I forgot, you do have the power steering lines. Where are you at? And you don't want to bust them or anything, so just a little at a time, an inch at a time, until you get enough room to wiggle it all out, and you'll be good.